I'm about to get into the Cavetown story. I want to tell you all what happened with Cavetown, all right? Because this is a very wild thing that happened. I can't believe it actually worked. Is it okay if I impart some wisdom on you all? Because for those who don't know, recently I just did the most baller thing I've ever done. Let's find a track that's maybe a little bit more chill. I feel like we need some chill music when dealing with this. Here's how you sneak into concerts. It's a baller move, okay? Would not associate... What do you mean? Would not associate you with the word baller. It's mean. So, guys, I've got a little bit of a story to tell you all, okay? So for those who don't know, I study broadcast journalism at university, right? It's this absolutely wild course where pretty much we're just taught how to be on the radio, be on TV, do broadcast stuff like this. But it means that I'm issued this tiny little press pass, all right? And we're supposed to use that to prove that we can film in public and things like that, right? Just to prove that we have the right to film. I decided to maybe twist it a little bit, to kind of use it for something a bit different, because there was a sold-out gig for Cavetown. Entirely sold out, okay? Couldn't get in. For those who don't know, by the way, Cavetown's this really brilliant indie artist. I'll pull them up real quick.
He was growing in my garden and I pulled him out by his hair.
Very, very good. Absolutely adore the stuff that he does. So I decided, hey, I do student radio. Okay, I'm a bit of a journalist myself. If I showed up with this pass, like kind of unannounced, and with a camera, could I convince the person at the ticketing desk that I am, one, a journalist, and two, I'm expected? I didn't know if it would work, but it was worth a shot. So this was the initial tweet that I sent out. Pretty much, craziest thing I've ever done, 10% battery, too much self-belief, a press ID, and a fake radio broadcast. Let's see if we can break into the Cavetown gig. So the idea was, I had a radio show on at the time, right? I'd pre-record a radio show, put that on the airwaves, and then get a bus into the city while this was playing and get into the gig. I went up to the little broadcast place, right? And I asked the guys there, hey, can you upload this show while you're doing it and click play once you're at the end of yours? And here's the first block, right? Here's the first issue. They said no. And they kept just going. They kept just playing their radio show. Fine. I was like, fine, I'll wait. It means I'll be late for the show, but I'll wait. And so I waited for them to go, and then I set up my little, like, radio thing to play, right? My little show to play. This thing wouldn't play at all. I had to hop on the air and say, it's broken. I'm going to queue up a few songs and hopefully leave it at that. And so I queued up a few songs. People were very understanding. So my show was still playing while I was on the bus. One sec. Let's find a good song for like sneaking in, right? One sec. Persona 5 OST. Let's find a song. This is very important. I'm not playing Pink Panther because that's not cool. No one's like, oh, Pink Panther. Dude. Pink Panther is based. No one's like that. Is this any good? Okay, all right. Now this is a kind of sneaky track, if you know what I'm saying. All right. So I got onto this bus and I was headed into the city, right? This is maybe too pumped. Laz is not cultured because I don't play Pink Panther on my fucking stream. All right, okay. So I got onto the bus with my little press pass on, my camera bag to the side, right? And I was like, I'm going to be able to get in. It's this really small independent theater, right? So I headed down there. I ran down there and I was like, this is perfect. If I'm late, I can seem like I'm really panicked and need to get into the theater, right? So there is a time limit in place and I'm going to be able to just get in. I play off the fact that I'm desperate to get into this theater as the way that I can get through. So I get down there and I'm panicked a little bit. I'm like, oh, should I do this? I was like, hi, I'm a student journalist with the university's journalism department, right? I'm here to take some photos. I'm told that I'm being expected. Can I get in? And she was like, can I see your press ID? So I pulled out this press ID and she was like, that's not a
theater name.
Press ID. I was like, what? What do you mean? Someone should have been in touch. I've been told that I'm being expected. And so she says, and I shit you not, she says, I'll get the manager. I don't want her to get the manager. What's the one second. Okay, interrogation room. Okay. She's like, I'll get the manager. I don't want her to get the manager. I don't want her to get the manager because the manager knows people at the radio station I work at and they could get me thrown off of the team, right? So this guy comes down, right? No, I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll just go. It's no problem. I'll just leave. No, it's fine. We'll get Joshua down. He'll get you sorted. And I'm like, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. So I was there like, oh, I can go with my little press pass on my journalism bag. Yeah, Joshua, can you come down? So have you got any emails from
radio station name
proving that you should be here? Because I said, oh,
radio station name
is branching out into photojournalism. I've been sent down to just take a few photos. I hope that's okay. And he says, I haven't heard from
radio station name.
Who got in touch? Just the press guy, the guy who organizes the press. He said that I should just come down here, get a few photos. It's just for a quick project. We haven't heard anything from the press guy. Can you tell me his name? Have you got any emails from him? And I was like, I can check on my phone. I don't have the email on my phone. I pretended to pull my emails up. Got it down. There's maybe like 25 minutes left of the show. I'm like, oh, no, I'm sorry. I can't. He looked at me. You're not supposed to do photography at the end of the show. We tell the performers that it's only for the first 3 songs because that's when you can use flash. And I'm like, I don't have flash. I don't have flash on my camera. I'll just, run around the back. I did that exact movement, by the way, standing there. I was like, I'll just do that. And then I'll be out. Is that okay? Fine. As long as you're quiet, as long as you don't get in the way. So, opens the door into this place. And I'm like, oh, the gambit is still on, okay? And I'm like, we can deal with this. We can work with this, baby. And so I'm like, oh, I'm in. Security looked at me a little bit weirdly as I broke in with my little press pass and my little camera bag. But I was like, we've done it. We're sorted. We managed to get in. Let me see if I can pull up some of the photos I managed to get without paying a penny. And not only was I able to secure some brilliant shots, they allowed me side stage. So these are the photos which I uploaded online. Really, really fucking nice photos. Check these out. So yeah, I got some really, really nice shots of what was a fairly exclusive performance. Actually side stage at a Cavetown gig. Did pretty damn good myself. So that's it. That's my story of how I broke in. All you need is confidence. All you need to do is pretend that you know that you're supposed to be there. And you'll get in. So good. Miming a camera to the gig manager is not confidence. It worked though, didn't it?